Hello everyone, this is David again. It is May 14th, and our Greater Idaho folks have a problem. A heavily funded social justice warrior group and a former Democrat state for Portland are secretly sending postcards and TV ads against Greater Idaho's ballot measure in Wallowa County. They are breaking campaign finance, a heavily funded, oh dear. According to Oregon's Secretary of State, the Citizens for Greater Idaho, this is one of many. This is the largest, but it is not the only one. If you go to Oregon Secretary of State, and if you look up measure 32-007, and you look up the history, you will find out what I'm talking about. $115,000. What they do is they create an NGO, Citizens for Greater Idaho. You donate to that, then that donates directly to the Move Oregon's border, and it's completely anonymous. We have no idea who these people are or where they're from. Are they a disgruntled farmer from Lapine? Are they a rich Boise Republican? Is it a foreign entity trying to sow distrust and all kinds of stuff in the United States? We will never know that answer. By the way, this is legal in Oregon. Oregon is one of 5 states that has no limits on campaign contributions or where they're from or who donates. But maybe they protested too little because they held yesterday a big rally in where hundreds of people in Wallowa County well, not really. It was about 8 or 9, I think. You can see this guy is in the middle of the road. That's illegal. You can see the courthouse where voting takes place. This is illegal within 100 feet, but who cares, really? It's 9 people against a measure that will never pass the Oregon House or Senate, which is controlled by Democrats. So it's going absolutely nowhere. And Washington State will have to do the same thing. The problem is, who's going to pay for all these meetings now that are required under this measure? It will be us, the taxpayers. Meetings that will go nowhere because it cannot be done according to the U.S. Constitution. And so all these small counties that can barely afford things like weed control boards are now going to have to fund county commissioners meeting. And who's paying for all these special elections? We are. And why are they using special elections? Because Democrats generally show up once every 4 years to the presidential election. They very rarely vote in special elections. And so they're doing this as a measure to make sure Democrats stay home and don't get a chance to voice their opinion. And that's really what this is all about. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I do have a little bit of good news. I was interviewed briefly by AFP, Agency France Presse, French press. So keep an eye out on their channel. You might see my ugly face show up on the